And hello guys, in today's video I'm here in the poultry house and I want to share with you some of the practical things that are going to help you to be a successful poultry farmer even with a few birds. Now so many people believe that for you to be successful in poultry you must have like a lot of birds in your farm. That is a misconception. You can still make it even with a few birds, 100, 200, 300, and as time goes on you scale up and continue to grow your farm, and then you reach in the thousands of birds that you have always wanted to. So this is a video that is going to help you if you're planning to be a poultry farmer. If you're watching me for the very first time, my name is Asperia, a very passionate poultry farmer. Let's get right into the video. So many people keep asking questions. They feel like there is that longing they have inside. They want someone to tell them what really it is on ground. The very first thing you need to know about farming is their health and care. If you want to be successful in poultry, make sure you know the health and care of your poultry farm. And this involves vaccination, biosecurity, and cleanliness. When I talk about vaccination, I mean when you get the vaccines and give to your birds to vaccinate them or to protect them against some illnesses like coccidiosis, like Newcastle, Gumboro, infectious bursal disease, infectious bronchitis. There are so many diseases that kill these birds, you know. So when you know the vaccines that is in the poultry farm, then you bring those vaccines and give to your birds. You have protected them from those diseases. Now vaccination does not stop diseases from coming, but then it gives these birds a strong immunity that when the diseases come on the farm, you find that there is a high chance of survival. Some diseases are really so dangerous that when they come in the farm, they can almost leave you without any bird. So make sure you are aware of the diseases and the vaccinations. And also biosecurity measures is the things that you put in place to avoid diseases. For example, you can have like a foot bath where you put a disinfectant, knowing that when you are entering a poultry house you have to disinfect your gumboots or your feet. You have a sanitizer, disinfect your hands before you carry these birds. You have an overall or some special clothes that you wear inside the farm that you don't wear outside, like you don't go outside with them, you know, they remain for the farm. And also you have limited access to your farm. People don't just enter your farm easily. That is biosecurity. And also cleanliness, making sure that your birds eat from clean feeders, drink water from clean drinkers, and they have access to clean water. You clean the things on a daily basis. That will limit diseases in the farm, and hence you get more profits, because the money you would spend on diseases, you will spend it, you will keep it in your bank as a profit. Number 2 has to do with nutrition and feeding. If you want to be successful in this farm, master nutrition very well. Make sure your birds have access to clean food that is safe from aflatoxins, food that is well mixed and has all the nutrients that the birds need at a particular stage. I have shared feeding formulations for layers so many times on this channel. So know that my birds at this particular time, they need this type of feed, and this is how they mix it. My supplier for maize bran is good, and I'm sure that the maize bran and the maize is very safe. Where I buy the concentrates, the place is very good and they are reliable and authentic dealers. And with all that in mind, your birds are going to have clean and safe food. And then also access to fresh water. Know that you're disinfecting the water. Actually, most of the diseases come from litter and drinking water, especially the intestinal diseases like those coccidiosis, diarrhea. They come from drinking dirty water and also having dirty litter in the poultry farm. So make sure that your birds have access to fresh water. The water that you put in the farm, you're going to change it after a period of time. It's not going to take forever. It's not going to be there for a long time. Make sure you change it and you make sure it's clean and fresh. There are so many disinfectants on market for disinfecting water for your birds. Make sure you get one and make sure you get one and disinfect the water. And also the feeding schedule. Make sure that your birds eat on time. In the morning, like mine, you train them actually. Each farmer has a schedule that the birds are used to. If you see, like our farm, our birds eat in the morning and in the evening. So that means we give them food early in the morning and later in the evening. So be consistent on the schedule so that the birds, they know that at this time we are eating, this time we are resting, this time we are laying, this time we are doing this. So be consistent and have a clear feeding schedule for your birds. And then another thing that will help you to be successful is record keeping and monitoring. Now that is very hard for so many, especially beginners. I had a problem with records. But now when you don't keep records, you're not sure whether you're making profit or you're making loss. So track the egg production. For example, before you start the egg production, make sure you track the feeds that the birds are consuming. Write the feeds down, weigh the feeds properly, and make sure you know what your birds consume on a daily basis, what they are supposed to consume in a week. And so you'll be able to know that at the end of the week, my birds eat this amount of money. And this is how much I get out of the birds. And so when you do the subtraction and addition, you're able to know that this week I really did not make profit, or I made this much or this little. Health monitoring, whereby you regularly visit the poultry farm, look at your birds, carry them, look at the weight, monitor them check the illnesses. Are they fine? Do you think they are sick? You look in the corridors and see those isolated birds. Are they fine? Some good monitoring to determine the health of your birds, and that is going to help you to be successful. And lastly, make sure you always seek for support from reliable people, maybe veterinary doctors, fellow farmers who have had it successfully on their farms, and that is going to help you to always stay up to date. Maybe you have been used to this particular measuring of feeds, there is a little bit of adjustment, you are aware. So always stay updated, keep research, keep going out to look for more knowledge, watch videos of successful farmers, and then always be updated. With those few things, I believe if you put them in practice, you are going to be successful in this. Thank you so much for watching. I believe you found it helpful. If that is so, subscribe.